Man, all these modern Pokemon games are so boring. I wish there was something new.
They did it. They finally did it. They were not lazy. Well, kinda. But they actually listened and evolved Pokemon. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think that's a good first step in the right direction for Pokemon. Is there more steps to take? Yes, of course. But being what it is, I think it's a great step into making Pokemon feel what it used to be. Small spoilers, so be warned. So here's some story context for you. God yeets your ass back in time with a mission to help the people of the past understand and catch Pokemon. You're tasked with basically catching them all. God does give you a smartphone though, so hey, that's something.
Hey God, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to smite someone. Yeah, I get it. Third time this week.
The Arc phone, which will help you travel this unknown land. You meet this man, and he's trying to make a Pokedex. And you're like, hey, that's what I'm trying to do. And seemingly, you're the only one up to the task, because for some reason, no one can catch 3 Pokemon. You're telling me you can't catch 3 Bidoofs? That's the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. For deeper plot? Yes. Do you really need to know it? No. There's 2 clans, some researchers. I'll leave the rest to you. At least it has plot other than the half-assed attempt in Sword and Shield.
I was the main villain all along!
I will say most of the story beats are the slowest and most awkward part of this game, as Pokemon doesn't really understand you can't just have characters stand there and that count as interaction.
It's entirely possible that...
Which makes the story aspects and the interactions the weakest part of the game. I applaud that there was a little bit of effort in making a story, but all the character animations are so barren and lame. Now for what everyone bitches about. Now before I start talking about the actual visuals and graphics, I want to talk about some of the new Pokemon and their designs. Most of these are really good. I love Hisuian Zorak. That is one of my favorite Pokemon right now, just looking at it. They feel very fluid. The animations of the Pokemon are actually on point. Seeing them in the wild, the alpha Pokemon and the big new, it's great. Makes all the Pokemon in the wild feel more real. But I am a little bit salty about some of the new Hisuian designs. Look what they did to my boy. And the one we've been memeing on since the first sight we got on it. And some of these were just straight lazy designs. Yeah, some of these designs are half and half. They could have tried a little harder on a few, and they could have just not fucked up. But I kind of understand, because there's so many Pokemon designs. Eventually, you're going to run into some bad ones. Now, let's talk about the visuals. Yeah, the game can look pretty bad at sometimes, but at other times, really good. That's rare, though. I don't think the textures and surroundings are the biggest deal. They're pretty bad at a lot of stages, but sometimes they can be pretty good. I think the real problem is when you're seeing these Pokemon out in the wild, sometimes they show majestic, wonderful creatures running around. It looks really cool. Other times it looks like this. Yeah, the graphics of the Pokemon in render distance can be horrendous sometimes. That's not what makes this game good as a Pokemon game and an actual game. It's the combat and actually exploring the world. See, the whole point of this game is that you don't have to fight the Pokemon with Pokemon. You can fight Pokemon with yourself. Pokemon actually attack in the overworld, and you can die. Game game's pseudo-open world. Every area you can explore to your heart's content. They're really open and you don't have to worry about any linear path or anything. But none of the areas are physically connected, probably due to the horrible render distance, but does ruin the feel when you're in an awesome area, but you want to go travel to the next area, so you have to go back to the town, back to the travel area, and then go to your new area. But exploring each area is where the games shine. Finding new Pokemon, catching Pokemon, completing quests for the Pokedex, this is where the game's at. And now sometimes you can find big Pokemon, aka the alphas. These are basically your mini bosses. Big angry Pokemon who want to throw hands.
Oh, look at the little baby. And now look at the big baby. Wow.
As well as the guardian Pokemon. These are your actual bosses and are quite fun. Having to fight the Pokemon and dodge their moves and figure out what they're doing, and switching between normal turn-based combat and the overworld combat. Now, I know I'm alone in this, but I'm actually okay with Pokemon keeping turn-based combat. I know people want to become more open, your Pokemon can move around and dodge, but with turn-based, I wouldn't have it in either way. Though, they actually did change the turn-based quite a bit with new fast and strong moves, changing how you think about battle and what you actually do instead of just spamming Leaf Tornado and winning. There's strategy. It's not hard to think about the strategy, but it's there. The game shines when you're doing the #1 objective, completing the Pokedex. You actually have to do tasks though for the Pokedex. Like this one that's super funny is investigate if Drifloon really kidnaps children. You don't just have to complete the Pokedex and that's your only goal. There are side quests. Help the people out in the village, give them some Pokemon, help them with a task, make them a medicine, all kinds of stuff. I think there's over 100 different side quests in this game. The very first side quest. This guy wants a Wurmple, but he can't catch him himself, so he can get a cutefly. So, you go get him a Wurmple. One of the great things about completing the side quest is the more you complete, you get to see the town evolve more and more Pokemon begin to join in the town. I will say the fun, combat, and traversal get interrupted a lot by the very slow story beats and how long dialogue takes. But once you get into exploring and gameplay, there's nothing better. And there's map events, area events that happen randomly. There's certain breakouts of Pokemon where sometimes a ton of a certain Pokemon just start appearing. And secondly, temporal what? Yes, space-time rift begin appearing. You know, everyone seems fine about it, but these give you rare Pokemon that are hard to find, like Eevee and fully evolved Pokemon. This all adds up to making exploring the overworld addicting and you easily get lost in the world. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Is it a Pokemon game? Yes. Could it be better? Yes. Is it a nice change and gives Pokemon fans hope for the future? Maybe. It has its ups and downs and it doesn't always deliver, but when it does, it delivers well. Are there some things that majorly need to be improved upon? Yes. Doesn't even compare to modern graphics? Yes, it's still a fun adventure nonetheless, and one of the best changes for Pokemon in recent years. With that, I give Pokemon Legends Arceus 7 Bidoofs out of 10. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead, press some buttons. It takes like 2 seconds. And have a great day, people.